Hey guys, so I just wanted to jump on the camera real quick and discuss Insecure. So when it first came out on TV, I was watching it, but I didn't finish all of the episodes. And so now that it's on Netflix, I was like, you know what? Let me watch the series. So I literally started over from what is it called? Season 1, episode 1. It was just so interesting. Like relationships, y'all. Relationships are just so interesting. All right, when Lawrence and Issa broke up, I could completely understand the reasons why Issa was just like, yo, I had enough. Because sometimes when you're in a relationship with somebody and they're not necessarily giving you everything that you want, right? Like, I've poured in so much into this person. Like, I've given them my all. I've helped them to kind of be where they're at today, even if it's not exactly where you want it to be. But, like, obviously, you guys are together. So you're pouring into each other. And sometimes people feel like, yo, I'm not about to give you to somebody else. Like, I worked so hard on you already, like I'm not gonna give you to somebody else. And I get that emotion, but Issa just felt like it's not given. And sometimes we as women, and I can't speak for the men and I can't speak for all women, but sometimes like if we don't get exactly what we want in a certain time frame, like we start to clock out. And then we also would give ourselves like, all right, like I'm gonna give him until November, and if it's not together by November, like I have to go, you know? And I completely understand that thinking. Like if you don't have it all together, like I have to go because I'm gonna continue to give you a chance after chance after chance to get it together. And you're not getting it together. And then a year passes by, and another year passes by, and you're really just like hoping that the person gets it together. But what if they never do? So it's always this battle in your head. Yes, there's so many pros, right? But like, damn, like I need you to get it together. Do I just keep staying? Do I just keep waiting? Callie, do I just keep waiting? How long do I keep waiting for? What if they never get it together? Are they gonna get it together? What if I leave and then they get it together? It's like it'll drive you nuts. So you have to just make the decision on like what you're gonna do. And so when Issa finally did that, I completely understood where she was coming from. I'm like hearing stuff, y'all. And then the whole cheating thing happened, and it's like, damn, And kudos to her because she was straight out like, I had to let him know. That was admirable, There's not too many people that you're gonna get that's gonna just come out and be like, yo, I fucked up, and like straight out, like not let too much time pass by, and just like, yo, I have to tell you because it's gonna eat me up. I just feel like relationships are so interesting and complicated because although Lawrence became a big hoe throughout the seasons, sir, like he was getting in with any and everybody. His parents were expressing, I don't know if it was more like the things that they had to go through, like letting him know like, yo, this wasn't easy. Like you thought me and your mom didn't have fights, like you thought we didn't go through stuff too, and through that conversation he was like, damn, like maybe I didn't fight enough, you know? And it's like, yeah, he's going around having sex with Tom, Dick, and Harry. How should I say it? With Mary, Sue, and Josie. But it's still like that's not doing it for him. Like that's not what he wants. It's probably just him lashing out. It's probably just him trying to fill that void, because he no longer has Issa. But all through that and his friends, everyone thinking that he's just fine. Like, oh, you just doing you, like, yeah, live it up, homie. Like, no, he's really putting two and two from every conversation together and realizing like, yo, maybe I need to fight more. Like I can forgive her for the cheating because, yo, I really wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing. Yo, those are some deep thoughts, yo. That's why, like, it's like hard to give people relationship advice because you really have to tell people, really like listen to yourself and do what's gonna make you happy. I can't tell you to be with him or not to be with him. I can't tell you to forgive him or not to forgive him. You really have to sit with those thoughts and figure out what works best for you because I was like rooting for them. I was like, I want them to be together. Even though he cheated on her. I'm like, yo, I really want them to be together because from looking at it from the outside, like you could kind of understand. Like I could understand why she ended up cheating. she regretted it. You could tell like she regretted it, right? It's not like, yo, I cheated, I cheated, you know? She regretted it. They just weren't on the same page when it happened. And yo, life be lifing. I'm so happy that they ended up back together. Yo, the introduction of the child, now that is tough. Cause that's his first kid and it's not with you. Now you gotta be stepmommy and it's complicated as hell. You have to like kind of just do what works for you. You know, you get together with that person that you're in a relationship with. Have hard ass conversations, like really hard conversations. Talk about everything that's bothering you. Talk about all the thoughts that were going through your head and how you were trying to comb through those thoughts and emotions. Express that with your partner so they can understand like why things happened the way they happened. You know, like I wasn't just acting out like, yeah, that happened, but yo, I was really battling with blah, 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 blah. You know, like have those deep ass conversations with your partner so they can understand where you were coming from. So they can understand when you acted out, why you acted out, you know? And when the conversation gets that deep, the person has no choice but to like really like zone in and zero into what you're saying so that they can feel what you were feeling, right? And I think if the relationship is meant to be, if you and that person is truly meant to be, that they're gonna get it. It's gonna take them a while, and you can't rush people through their emotion and through their process, their thought process. You can't. It might have took you like a month, 2 months, 3 months to say like, yo, I want to fight for this. Like, nah, I need a second chance, right? You can't expect through that one conversation that they're now going to be like, all right, come give me a hug, I forgive you. No, you can lay it all out there, right? Tell them how you feel, let them know, you know, everything that was going on, and then give them some time too to process it. And I think that's what happened through the episodes. They were given time to like process things, and yeah, crazy stuff was happening in between, but that's what you have to do. Your relationships are hard. It takes a lot of work, and not hard. And I think that we have to clarify when people say relationships are hard. It's not hard meaning like you're crying every day because they're hurting you and they're doing this, that, and the other, and you're sad and you're upset and you're unhappy all the time. No, that's not what I mean when I say relationships are hard, right? Relationships are hard because it takes hard work. You have to step outside of yourself and how you feel and understand and be understanding to your partner. You have to understand where they're coming from, even though it like just sounds like strange to you, or you feel like, yo, that's dumb. Nah, like that's real for that person, right? So that's the hard work that it takes. You have to be mindful of the way that you speak, your tone, your body language when they're expressing and being vulnerable. All those things just have to go hand in hand. Like all those things just tie in, and it's hard work, right? Yeah, it's hard. My cat is just being wild, y'all. Keeps making me like look all over the place. But it was really good to just see the process, and I was really rooting for homegirl. And from that I was like, yo, from the outside looking in, I was rooting for her. I was rooting for them to be together, to have a happily ever after. Despite me seeing her cheat on him, despite me seeing him turn into a hoe, I was still rooting for them, like, to be together. So, anyway, I just wanted to give a quick little review of my thoughts on that. And yeah, I hope you guys have a beautiful day.